Jack and his two companions. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. Jack was known in the village of St. Charles as a boy with big dreams and a bigger mouth. At 15, he already fancied himself too clever for school and too smart for rules. He spent his days running with the Bramble Boys, a ragtag crew of pranksters and dropouts who spent more time climbing rooftops and stealing pies than doing anything useful. "Books are for old men and cowards," Jack would scoff. "We make our own rules, right, boys?" Jack laughed with them all, even though something in his chest stirred uneasily. One day, after a particularly destructive prank involving fireworks and the mayor's prized cabbage garden, the boys scattered. Jack ran down an alley and stumbled into an old man seated beneath the shade of a tree, quietly carving shapes into wood. "You run like a fool, boy," the man said without looking up. "I'm not a fool," Jack huffed. "I'm just fast. Fast to flee, fast to follow friends," the man replied, "but not fast to think." Jack scowled. "Who are you, anyway?" "Name's Robert. I used to run fast, too. Then I ran into too many stone walls." Jack glanced at the wooden carvings. Each one was shaped like a tiny house, delicate and detailed. "Why waste time carving wood when you could be living free?" he asked. Robert smiled. "Freedom without wisdom is a cage you don't see until it closes." Jack started to walk away but paused when Robert added, "Walk with the wise and become wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20. "Ever heard it?" Jack shrugged. "Maybe. Try walking with me tomorrow," Robert said. "Just one day." Out of boredom, or perhaps curiosity, Jack returned. The day was slow. Robert spoke little, but he showed Jack how to use a carving knife, how to sand with care, how to shape rough wood into something worth holding. Days passed, and Jack began showing up more often. Then one morning, news broke. The Bramble Boys had broken into the old mill for a dare. The floor gave way. One boy broke his arm, another was unconscious, and another was still missing. Jack stood at the edge of the crowd, stomach twisting. That could have been me. Robert stepped beside him. Fools think they're invincible. Wisdom sees the danger before stepping and turns another way. Jack didn't say anything, but he never returned to the Bramble Boys after that. Years later, people would pass by the small woodworking shop on the edge of St. Charles and see Jack calm, steady, and kind teaching boys with quick hands and noisy mouths how to listen, carve, and think. Above his door hung a wooden sign worn by weather and time. "Walk with the wise and become wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm." Proverbs chapter 13, verse 20.